The time is 6:06 in the evening time on this Friday evening, July 19th, 2019. It is time now for the Peter Channel Evening News on this Friday evening, July 19th, 2019. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter J. Wiggins at 6:06 on this Friday evening, and it is 84 degrees in Norton, Massachusetts. Top stories on the Peter Channel Evening News is Iran says it has captured a British oil tanker. Trump reverses course defends racist chants directed at Ilhan Omar. Potentially deadly heat wave grips two-thirds of the U.S. with dozens of records likely to fall. Trump administration waves allow no refugees in the U.S. next year. Presidents freed from prison custody as Doji implements citizen reform law. As conflict with U.S. grows some hardliners suggest talking to Trump. Trump tweets about Rhode Island government as he attacks New York Times columnist. Breakthrough in Pawtucket cold case gives new hope to other families seeking closure. Jeffrey Epstein's jail work release in Florida under investigation after sex contract claims. Democrat Ilhan Omar says Donald Trump is a fascist. Texas Governor Greg Abbott signs Save Chick-fil-A bill. Judge upholds the Trump administration alternative to Obamacare. Panic as strong quakes shakes Athens. Magazine to give out LGBT free zone stickers to readers. UK MPs threatened to drag Elizabeth and Brexit chaos. What made NHL, Jimmy Pennerman speak out against Russian Vladimir Putin. J.C. Penney, we have hired advisors to prepare for an in-court restructuring of bankruptcy. Or bankruptcy or restructuring. Fed officials, single quarter print weight cut likely at July meeting. Trump pits NASA chief against Apollo 11 astronauts. Astronauts in the grinning canyon NASA used the west as a moonscape. Wanda Davis' WHO report about possible Ebola border breach. Prescription opioid overdose drop as fentanyl deaths skyrocket. Austin health officials monitoring the Ebola outbreak in Democratic Republic of Congo and measles case confirmed in churches. Like that, stocks now fell 68.77 points at 27,154.20. SP 5 19.5 at 29.76.61 and Nasdaq down 60.75 at 81.46.49. Last month was hottest June on record, Santa said. UN officials urged Israel against settling Palestinian homes. Crete police have identified men say they killed an American scientist at a conference in Crete this month. An improved explosive device blew up near the southern entrance at Kabul University in Afghanistan, killing 8 people and injuring 33. The new 495 horsepower Chevrolet Corvette puts the engine behind the driver that takes cues from Ferrari and other European automakers. Jerry Kvic's main man, 77 and 7 death. Trump, Paul, 11 astronauts discuss merits of going to the moon before Mars. Judge rules for Trump administration short-term health plans. Fire variable electricity substation in Wisconsin capital find a cut power to thousands of residents in the midst of the heat wave, officials said. Norfolk police issue alert for missing father and daughter. Railroad police chief chases motorcyclist and suspect arrested. Edinburgh City Council takes blame for working without purchase order. Bristol County families touched by suicide find solace and support. Bill could help communities like Parkland build new police. As the Senate bill would establish a police building, that reported that would reimburse projects for cities and towns. Six months after Lowe's home improvement store Quincy shuts its stores for good, abandoned 102,000 square foot building on Bergen Parkway becoming determined city officials and residents. Peter Channel News Talk is 6:10. Time out for a sports report. Coverage was the Stars look beyond home to glory. Savage Parade gets Aaron Boone 1-game suspension. And Boston Red Sox will take on Baltimore Orioles first with a 3-game series in Baltimore. Peter Channel News Time 6:11. Time out for Peter Channel Traffic and Transit Check. Beep on the MBTA. Pittsburgh train 4:23, 5:55 p.m. Mount Mountain Park at North Station operating schedule. Worcester train 5:22, 5:20 p.m. from Worcester Sparta, Worcester operating 45 minutes advance schedule to Labor Day outbound train. Worcester trains 5:24, 6:05 p.m. In Mountains are back to depart Worcester. 10:20 minutes advance schedule to Labor Day outbound train. Cable train 295, 6:05 p.m. from North Station canceled today due to mechanical issues. Transmitting train 219, 6:25 p.m. from North Station. Able train 217. 5:35 p.m. from North Station operating 5-10 minutes basket between North Station and Able to the Labor Day equipment caused by early mechanical issues. Lowell train 3:35, 5:50 p.m. outbound spotted North Station operating 5-10 minutes basket due to Labor Day equipment caused by early mechanical issues. Newbury train 123, 6:45 p.m. outbound Main Park, North Station 5 minutes basket due to Labor Day equipment caused by early mechanical issues. Newbury train 171, 5:4 p.m. outbound spotted North Station operating 5-10 minutes basket due to Labor Day equipment caused by early mechanical issues. And Rockford train 119, 5:30 p.m. outbound spotted North Station operating 5-10 minutes basket due to early medical emergency in the terminal. All right, looking at that was in Byways in New England and Rhode Island. Providence and vicinity. 95, southbound side. So between Kentucky and Providence. 146, southbound side. 95, Providence. 146, both ends round. North Smithfield stretch. It's a little slow. 495, southbound side. So the Cowaset, Rhode Island. And 295, both ends round. Johnson down Route 14. 195, westbound side. A little after 24 in Fall River. 24, the northbound side between 81 and 195 in Fall River. Route 6, eastbound side. So for 134 south. Then it's Route 3, southbound side. So Sandwell Bridge, eastbound side. A little slow. Route 6 and eastbound side, also on the Bourne stretch and headed towards Bourne Bridge, and Bourne Bridge southbound side, also 20 to northbound side, so the Bourne Watery. 495 to the southbound side between 62 and 9 and Marlborough, and Masspec westbound side, a little slow on both ends, back to South Boston and the loaded for the Masspec eastbound to the Prude Tunnel to South Boston. Masspec both ends, so in the Newton corner westbound, backed up between 120 and Western all the way down to 84 in Sturbridge. 95, southbound side 120 in Canton down to Foxborough, all the way down to 495 in Mansfield, and 24 southbound side so 139 at Randolph, 24 southbound side so up to 495 out in Raynham, 495 of the southbound side so up to 24 in Raynham, all the way down to 28 in Middleburg. 3 of the southbound side so between 139 Marshwood all the way down to Plymouth, 3 of the northbound side 44 to Plymouth, all the way down to Kingston. 120 both ends is back between 95 in Canton all the way down to Braintree. 120 southbound side, slow all the way down to 135 in Needham, and 120 northbound side, Route 2 in Lexington, all the way down to Route 1 in Peabody. 93, both ends down to Buffalo, backed up, and County Tunnel, slow, 7 tunnels looking good. 93, northbound side, so between Bridge and Boston, all the way at Medford, and 93, both ends down to Buffalo, backed up, and 195 on the northbound side, Route 3A, and low, all the way down to 213 in Methuen, 213 in eastbound side, so the Methuen stretch, and 3 the northbound side, 4 in Chelmsford, Route 40, and 190 in the southbound side, also Route 9 in Worcester. 290 in westbound side, so the northbound stretch, and eastbound so the Shrewsbury stretch. 190, 91 southbound so the 291 Springfield and 57 in Agawam, and 91 southbound side, low slow on 291 and 84 in Hartford, and 91 northbound side, low slow on before 20 Windsor Locks, and 84 eastbound so between Denver down to Waterbury, Connecticut. 91 southbound so 691 in Meriden, and Merritt Parkway eastbound so Stamford all the way down to Trumbull. 95 at the northbound side also between Greenwich down to West Haven, and all the way down to Guilford, Connecticut. And 95 at the northbound side of East Lyme, Connecticut. 395 at the southbound side of Montville, Connecticut, and up in northern New England. 93 northbound side so between 111 and 130 all the way down to Route 101 in Manchester, and every turn back at the northbound side also on National Director, and 93 northbound side also between Hooksett down on Concord, New Hampshire, and 89 southbound side also on 93 on Concord, New Hampshire. 95 and a northbound side, little also between Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and York, Maine, and Maine turback northbound side also. Come with Hillsborough stand around. Saco all the way down to 295 in Portland, Maine, and 295 in the southbound side also between Falmouth down and Portland. 89 northbound side also in St. Albans Town, and 89 southbound side of Colchester, Vermont, and 87, 89, 91 southbound side, also in US Scheme between Vermont, and now 15 the northbound side, so on 7th Quebec, headed towards Montreal. Peter Childers' time is 6:15, time now for weather report, and it was a hot one and a warm one, so about Saturday is a time that you want to stay in the AC house because it's going to be a scorcher out front month of New England tomorrow. And we have a In addition to that, Sunday afternoon is 99. Remains certain of thunderstorms to develop Sunday afternoon night. Average of any developed, they're capable of quickly becomes severe to produce local damage, wind gusts, and even large hail. Saturday, heat index warm remains until 8 p.m. Sunday, and heat index values will reach dangerously have levels between 1 to 5, 115 degrees on both Saturday and Sunday, and dangerous heat and humidity throughout the weekend. First heat will be from late in the morning, in fact, the mid-evening hours on both days. Heat and humidity may cause heat stress during the outdoor excursion, and standard exposure. Children pets should never be left unattended in vehicles, no any other circumstances. This is especially true during warm or hot, where car interiors can reach lethal temperatures in a matter of minutes. And Rhode Island, North Connecticut, and most of Massachusetts and whereas Boston and Providence, and there does not include Cape Cod and Islands. And take if we require to work and spend time outside when possible. We schedule stress activities during the morning or evening, and know there's signs and symptoms of heat exhaustion and heat stroke, and wear lightweight and loose fitting clothing when possible, and drink plenty of water. And young children in bed should never be left unattended in vehicles in any circumstances. This is especially true during warm or hot weather when temperatures can reach lethal temperature in a matter of minutes. And an air quality alert. In fact, from 11 a.m. 11 p.m. Saturday, the Massachusetts Department of Environmental Protection Incident Air Quality Action Day for ground level zone and from 11 a.m. to 11 p.m. Saturday. And air quality action day means that ground level zone is considered within a region of mean temperature unseen and health standards. Okay, forecast goes like this for tonight. Partly cloudy about 75 degrees, southwest about 3 to 8 miles. Saturday, Punch for 80 miles. Most suns get hot about 99 degrees, 80 miles, 107, and west about 5 to 7 miles for Saturday. Partly cloudy about 78 degrees, southwest about 5 to 7 miles, coming in benign for Sunday. Slight drifting showers at thunderstorms at 2 p.m. Most sunny, hot about 101 degrees, and heat spells as high as 114, and west about 3 to 6 miles an hour, and transpiration 20% for Sunday night. Temperature showers and thunderstorms, most gusts at 84 degrees. West about 5 miles an hour, coming in the evening, transpiration 30% for Monday. Showers and thunderstorms may have for 11 a.m. Most gusts at 84 degrees and level wind, transpiration 70% Monday night. Showers and thunderstorms before 3 a.m. Then chance of showers. Most gusts at 66 degrees and calm wind, transpiration 70% for Tuesday at showers before 4 p.m. Most gusts at 79 degrees and low 61 degrees. Light northwest wind, transpiration 40%. Wednesday, most of the gusts at 82 about 61 degrees and calm wind. Thursday, sun skies with 84 about 62 degrees, light wind, and Friday, most suns with 85 degrees and calm wind. And right now, in Northern, it's Fahrenheit 4 degrees. That's gonna be for the Peter Channel. 11 o'clock. That's gonna be for the Peter Channel. Evening news on this Friday evening, July 19th, 2019. Peter Woods will be a good evening. Goodbye today. To 11 o'clock for a late night report. Will be a good evening.